South Wales Ultimate Championships here in Raymond Terrace. My name is Daniel Clinton, and this is a game that I am looking forward to. We have GWS playing against the silver medalists from 2021. In Manly. Mavericks, as they're called. She's flopped on up in the air. It was actually a stall. It looks like, you know, Strawn has her head down. Well, Manly Mavericks missing. Good looking flick to Lee. Back to Mortimer. There's Wong. GWS score their first point. That's 1-1. Coming back to this Manly team, missing so many of their stars. No Nikki Shires. No Sarah Wentworth. No Diana Warman. Three of the best female. That will be a massive challenge to overcome opportunity, and this Manly team is chock full of talent. Oh, that's a good pull. It goes deep. Lynn receives a throw. Reeve, you can count on her to put up a pretty good throw, and it is blocked though. Played well there by House. Now GWS with an opportunity. Harriman goes to the middle of the field. That's Elise Pillon. To G. Oh, what a great catch there by Parker. G in the middle of the field. Probably look to G to anchor this offense. Be that reliable handler in the middle. Lyon out to the near side. Tan looks for Pillon. Oh, a sharp throw there that falls to the ground. Harriman, the intended receiver on the play. On the doorstep is Carty, and there's the goal. Hannah Chen. I think Carty and Chen are some names that we'll call a lot of. You can see Richards, walking off the field in that white bucket hat. Right shoulder heavily strapped, dislocated her shoulder just ahead of Christmas. So wearing some protective clothing and looking very Iron Woman-esque. She is a lefty though, so obviously not on the throwing arm. Notice out there Lara Perryman. So is carrying some of the coaching duties for the Manly Mavericks. Pull is fairly high. It won't get as much distance. GWS now on offense. Betty Tan. Oh, nice throw there by Carmen. Just leading the receiver gently onto the disc. Jessie Lee. Lee can't find what she wants. She goes to the break side. That's Betty 10. That's a goal. So GWS now break Manly to go up 2-1. Rather, we have the score wrong. It's 2-2 currently. Got the official scoreboard in front of me that is controlled by the players in the game, so we'll go off that. A nice point there for GWS. Got 17 here this weekend as GWS Manly. They're running with a bigger squad with 18 names. GWS, this great women's club, part of the Hills Ultimate Club in the west of Sydney. Shaban, and straight away to Shay Strawn, sister of Eva, and Taylor Cardy to Chen. Cardy and Chen had breakout years last year. Here's Reeve popping up, goes fast to Strawn. Strawn can't get the around off, so goes to Chen. And Reeve catches a bullet from Chen. Uncommon, you would have to say, that direction of play. More often than not, it would be Reeve to Chen. They flip the script. That is Manly's third goal of the game. 15 minutes gone. It's interesting, the game obviously close, and both teams are probably looking for that. They're looking for the game to be close. Don't lose it in the first 20. Overcoming a deficit this weekend will become a problem. Time cap rules being what they are, you will not have much chance to come back if you get down by too much. Once soft cap goes, you have to be within 2. If you're not within 2, well, the game just ends. Within 1, rather. And obviously we also have the hard cap rules, and hard cap will end the game. So there is a potential for us to see a draw, which never happens. So, Bouillon to pick up. Sharing a right smile there with Eva Strawn, who was on the mark. I think there was possibly some sort of marking infraction. Parker, near sideline. Anna Lee finds the reset. Kirsty Murray. Murray, outside into the fat side. Ambitious. It's Otten. Otten getting a block. We watched Otten's younger sister, I believe, Meredith Otten, play in the last game. She played very well. Clearly an athletic talent, and well, seeing the way her relation plays, you can see what potentially lies in the future for her. Just sorting out what is happening on the field. The Strawn-Bouillon matchup will be interesting. Both that handler archetype. Slingers of the disc. Wang through hands. Strawn popping up again. A low throw that is gathered. Murray is calling it down, saying that she didn't have control of it. And imagine touched the grass as Zanny Longley was trying to complete that catch. Sorted out. Seems like it will be a contested catch, so it's going to go back to Eva Strawn. The players can't agree on the outcome. It's like the play never happened, so it gets sent back to where it was. Stoddard. Christine Wang, who's been great early. Seeing a lot of the disc is Wang, the left-handed throw into the end zone. It's a little bit streaky. But Manly take a break and they put their noses in front early here in this Division 1 women's matchup. 4-2 the score, 20 minutes gone on the clock. This is a replay from the last game. So we're having technical difficulties here with the replay box. We'll figure that out and try and bring you some replays from this game. So, the challenges. See Berriman out there again. And giving some instructions to this Manly defensive line. Be a really big moment if Manly find a way to break again. So last game, that deficit, as long as it blew out a little bit past 3 or 4 points, it's so hard. McCarty can put up a pretty good ball. It's going to land just short of the brick mark, pretty much on the brick mark. Murray with a nice throw. Hing to Carmen. Oh, and a grab under heavy physical pressure from Holly Reeve. Reeve, who is normally so incredibly cautious and has just wound up in a horrible spot there, trying to make a play on the disc. It looks like Tan will keep this. She completed the catch, was walloped by Reeve on the way through. Dan to Murray. Murray going to look for G. Striking forehand. Tan to space. It holds up in the air. And it goes out of bounds. GWS turn. This is potentially the opportunity that Manly were looking for. And so the disc is brought up. And House will go around with a looping forehand to Richards, to Reeve. And Reeve will do Reeve things as she goes all the way down the field for the goal. Kathleen Kershaw, the receiver. You can see that Reeve just has space here. Free arms, a look at the field, travels a little bit to step up field, but we won't talk about that one. And drops a bomb on the end zone. Yeah, what a... So, we need to restart our machine here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back in 2 minutes. there's some competitions in the Strawn household as to who the better handler is. Speaking of household competitions, there's Otten. It's a nice reset to Stoddard. Stoddard steps into it, gets a nice backhand down to Wang. There's the reset. Anderson gets across to Stoddard, who has to dive away to her left to catch that one. Stoddard, outside in, Blade to Otten. And when you've got a receiver like Otten, why wouldn't you throw some speculative stuff? Just put it in the air in her direction and let her go get it. Manly Mavericks score their 6th. It was Anna Stoddard who provided the throw. Stoddard, native of Newcastle, now in Sydney and half of ULTI.TV. However, playing for GWS. And that is a monster pull. That has gone halfway into the end zone, and Hudson has to go a long way back to gather that up. And even on the second pass, Lynn going to Carmen. They're still not out of their red zone. Lynn, quick one. Oh, and it's through the hands. Lingle. So here's Reeve to Richards. Richards with a flick, it's cut off. GWS get it back. And there's a streaky forehand. Reeve in the area. Reeve has misread it completely. And there's a massive throw to the speedy Carmen. Who does it? She pulls it down, and that is a goal. Well, Jess Lynn has given that a hell of a rip from the far sideline. And Rebecca Carmen, who is one of the fastest, a previous Dulio winner, has caught that one step inside the back line of the end zone. The game remains close, 1 point in it, 6-5 now, the score. A thrilling matchup. It's turning out to be everything that we hoped for in this match. See Simon Wood. See the difference between those last two calls. So a long throw towards Stoddard. Stoddard, who has that ability, has a willingness to get after it. G for GWS. He's going to throw to the near sideline to Pillion. And it looks like something has happened there. House. The disc will come back. House signals ready and taps it in. Harriman. Harriman looking for the reset. Pillion goes up the line. Goes quick with Harriman combining down the near side. Harriman looking towards the middle of the field. G wanting to get the around reset. Try and open up that far side of the field. She goes with an inside out towards Parker. And Parker now reaching down the field. That's a goal. Jessie Lee. Well, Amanda Parker just showing her experience, knowing where that disc needed to go, and then showing the skills to get it there. That's 6-all now. GWS have fought their way back into this game. GWS, the team that really never said die last year, they of course had that massive upset over Factory that had huge ramifications. The ramifications being that Factory were pushed out of the semi-finals and GWS snuck in on a goal difference count back of 1. pleasure of calling that game. And took me quite some time to recover my nerves after that thrilling finish. So it'll be Tan to pull for GWS. And Betty Tan, such an accomplished thrower. It's a long way down the field to Strawn, who combines with her sister. Reeve going quickly, and Holly Reeve has whiffed. Throw behind Eva Strawn, who had already made her way quite a far way down the field. So Tara G will pick it up. Gets it in. Oh, big collision there. Lingle decides to play through it. G to Murray. Murray with no mark on. She has all the options to the near side. Lu Hing, and it gets hand blocked by Reeve. I think she was probably upset with herself on that throw. That throw will sit in. Reeve has Strawn down the field, elects to go back to the middle to Otten. And Otten will go to the younger Strawn, who bids. And Manly 7, GWS 6. Oh, some great play there. Started with the point block of Holly Reeve. Play with such high standards as Reeve. I think that she probably would have been extremely disappointed with her throw. You see her just coming around the wingspan, and then off she goes down the field. Strawn sees it and then just goes with a big backhand. See here, Reeve electing not to go to Strawn, who was free in the end zone. And then it was Otten. Come back, and a nice layout to finish. If in doubt, lay out. It's a good philosophy to have, I think. The worst case scenario is at least you're flying through the air at some point there. It's going to look good. Well, this game is certainly turning it on. Could have Galaxy point here shortly. If GWS score this, it will be Mortimer. Lynn combines. Through the middle they dribble. Lynn just running with it. Wong has to bid. And off they go. Lynn again. Lynn with the flip. The scuba. Some sauce. And that is Galaxy point. 7-all. Next point takes half. I think the thing that really needs to be commented on is the difference in the speed of the games. In the last game, we only score a score of 9, no team taking half. Here, we're about to see half, and we've still got 30 minutes left to play in this match. What's this throw here? That's a hard throw to make. The angle and the curve of the disc on that scuba is actually moving away from the receiver, so you can't overdo it. If you do it, it's going to end in a turnover, and the wind coming from the far side of the field, potentially pushing the disc OB. But Lynn, too good. And we love the scuba. As you at home might be wondering what the difference is between a scuba and a hammer. Hammer is thrown much like you would serve a tennis ball, whereas a scuba is normally thrown from the backhand stance. That's a great pull by Tan. And now, Manly through Anderson. Otten. to Wang, who is currently the #1 receiver for Manly. There's Chen. Manly on the near sideline. Otten will get it back to Anderson, who gets it to Reeve. And Wang, she's in a paddock all of her own, and a class all of her own at the moment. Wang having a great game. That's the 8th point of the game. That's halftime. Manly take it. 8-7 at the moment. GWS well and truly in this match, though. We've got 30 minutes to play. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go to some replays for halftime. And we'll be back with the second half of this match from the Division 1 side of the draw here at the New South Wales Ultimate Championships for 2022. Potential. The question becomes, can they realize that potential? As Anderson is going to pull the disc for the second half. It's Jessie Lee. And that's just a straight drop by 10. By over her caliber. She'll be disappointed with that. The House to the far side to Simcox to Cardi. Cardi to Kershaw. Kershaw back to Cardi. Cardi again. Parker comes. Oh, and Chen just sticks out the right hand and gets a block. Oh, there it is. Otten in the corner. Catching that one from Laura House. So Manly get a cheap one, 9-7. Chen just playing on the edge of the lane and just never seen. Gets a hand up. Manly 9-7 now out of half. Pressure swings slightly to GWS to respond. From the middle of the field, we'll go Lynn to Hudson. Sylvia Wong. Nice for land back to Lu Hing through Lynn. Stoddart bids. Can't get there. Kathy Yu catches well. Moves the disc on. Legal. Can't get the reset. Reeve. Everywhere, the high stall throw to the fat side. GWS, they buy a vowel on that one. 9-8. Well, sometimes luck is what you make of it. And the throw was to a good part of the field. Reeve, you see Reeve just everywhere on the mark, creates the high score opportunity. So the throw is good though. It's towards the middle of the field, it's towards the end of the zone. It gets put where it needs to be. And it works out for GWS. Next time slot will be back in the men's for the first time this weekend. Covering a Division 1 match. Fishwick team were followed up a little bit earlier. Now I've been arriving, so those teams preparing and getting ready for the match very shortly. At the moment, this game between Manly Mavericks and GWS Blaze is our full attention. Murray. Nice pull by Richards to Strawn. And Strawn, seeing the zone come down in her face, has misread what she saw. So G now getting an opportunity. She's got to be within range, and well, this one's going to drop in Parker's lap. GWS riding their luck at the moment. G deciding just to put one on the space and let Parker go do her thing. Parker, who has scored hundreds of goals over the years. So that first step out of Parker, explosive. Almost creating separation out of nothing. Oh, the speed and the quality of this game has been so high. We're now tied up again at 9-all. signals ready. And will be turn to pull. Around the corner to Stoddard, who has to go. Strong's missed 2 in a row now. Is the pressure beginning to show? GWS coming out in a diag. Like diagonal stack. G goes to the backside to Carmen. Carmen to 10. GWS hit the front for the first time in this game. We inch closer to the hour mark, and GWS are continuing to build into this game. Terrible throw by G to spot Carmen lurking out the back. And then Carmen to Tan, who had made a great up the line cut. GWS will not go quietly on this one. Manly now. Manly now. Pressure swings again. Manly have to respond. Plenty of time in this match. The way the points have been scored, we may hit 15 here. Which if we do, it means that time cap will not be a factor in this match. High quality game. Turns are fewer, far further in between compared to the Division 2 match that we watched just before. To be expected, of course, the difference in skills and to some extent the ambitions of where both those teams are heading. Competition much fiercer in the top flight. Strong. Eva, a low one, gathered well. Kershaw, back to the middle. Anderson. That's a GWS zone. Taking a moment to resolve. Taylor Carty is going to put one out in front of Eva Strawn, who drops it. Is the pressure beginning to tell? Wong. Nice throw. Lee. Mortimer. It misses her. It goes all the way out to Kathy Yu. A throw. A big throw towards Lee. It just drops in her. I am speechless. The throw by Jess Lynn. Inch perfect. Perhaps it was too good, and it was on Anna Lee before she knew what to do or how she was going to catch it. So Strawn and Manly working in what looks to be an old-fashioned Feldrenner. Carty. Discussion and a call on the play. Wong just making up her ground. Hands up in the air. Just say my bad. Carty to Strawn. Strawn with a nice break. Thrown to space. Longley has to go. She gets there. Oh, and the block by Mortimer. Mortimer never giving up containment. She looks around, she saw the receiver and instantly runs towards the lane. Excellent defensive play by Kristen Mortimer. Lynn. Oh, Lynn is going to make it hard for Hardo. And Hudson gets skied by Carty. Both teams now perhaps suffering a little bit from the pressure. Anderson. Carty. Firm one that she has to bobble before catching. Carty Gets a reset towards Anderson, I think. Amanda Hudson has got a finger on that. Just not having the distance that was required. Hudson to Jessie Lee. Lynn goes out. Hudson gets up the line. GWS under fierce defensive pressure at the moment. Mortimer. There's the cut to the break side by Lynn. She pumps the forehand and then she sends it to Jessie Lee. Wow, that's interesting. 11-9. GWS, first they hit the lead and now they're up a break in this game. Great catch under pressure there by Jessie Lee and Jess Lynn dropping a bombshell on this game. It is just broken wide open on the back of that play. The timeout is going to be called. We'll see if we can look at some replays. Maybe. And what a situation to be in for Manly. They were comfortable. They were cruising. And all of a sudden they've hit a bit of a speed hump by the name of GWS Blaze, who are doing their best to upset Manly's intentions. Speaking of upsets, you would have to have fancied Manly to be the favourites heading into this game. Silver medalists last year. They did such a great job at the National Championships, going deep in the tournament, fighting against Ellipsis and pushing that Ellipsis team to reach a level of performance that you don't often see. Even though they lost their stars, so this Manly team arguably weaker than the one from last year. Lara Perryman, player coach in the white. I wouldn't say it's a bucket hat. It looks more like a lady's wide brim hat. Giving instructions to the Manly Mavericks. I imagine that in the huddle, the talk is very much got to be about completions and creating good opportunities for the offense. Force it too much. Turnovers are going to result, and I think that that's what we're seeing. Just Manly tightening up a little bit under the pressure, game situation, and defensive efforts by GWS. I have to imagine that the talk in the GWS huddle is probably much the same. At the moment, the situation of the game is such that the advantage, whilst in GWS's favour, is still far from over. We've still got another 10 to play here. You would imagine that there's going to be a couple more goals and plenty of opportunity for, well, for more excitement. 10. Oh, she's been pulling so well today, has 10. That one's going to go into the end zone. Richards. And that is a heartbreaker. That is what kills coaches. And GWS, huge opportunity in the game. They're in the red zone. G, faking, looking. The stall's got to be getting high. Has to put it out, and what a bid! Oh, Jess Lynn, got to be close to player of the match at the moment. Saving the disc and then throws the goal. 12-9, The timeout has backfired on Manly. Oh, that's just a great grab. And Jess Lynn keeping her eyes up. On one knee, throwing the goal. I think that this season, Lynn is definitely going to have to be a player we keep a very close eye on. Very much the dual threat. Going to drop that massive forehand on the end zone. And Jessie Lee earlier. Now showing some receiving chops. As Blair Munro, a friend of ULTI.TV from New Zealand, would say, can sing, can dance, can act a little. So 12-9. This game is being ripped from the grasp of Manly. And GWS, much like a small child who hasn't been taught how to share, is stealing all the toys. Again, Tantapul. It's another good one. This one not as big. It might go out. Just as I'm talking her up. She's going to give Manly now the opportunity to go from the middle of the field, 1/3 the way up. This is Shea Strawn. Manly, instantly, they get good meters. Cardi. Shaban, in the area, gets it. Chang, Strawn. Has it, 2 options, doesn't go to either. Sets goes quickly back to Shaban, who was not set. It just falls. It's a turnover. GWS now with another opportunity. If they're clinical here, it could be time to hit the big red button for Manly. Carmen gets free. Mortimer comes out of the stack. She's going to get it. Mortimer to Tan. The outcut's there. Instead goes short to Carmen. Looks back towards the middle of the field. There's nothing there. The throw to the end zone to Lee. Somehow off balance with the left hand. Jessie Lee has made what looks to be an outstanding catch. Manly slow to leave the field. I don't think they can believe it either. Almost an air of, there's no way she caught that. And yet she did. Insanity. Absolute insanity. So you see Carmen now. And Lee coming from the middle. And then the throw. Yeah, that's a hell of a catch. The balance and body control to be off balance, reaching, lunging, non-dominant hand. Outstanding. Well, I think the story of this match is currently being written. A capitulation by Manly and GWS running rampant. So Lynn is going to have a crack at it. Good ball that lands in the offensive red zone. Eva Strawn. Strawn breaking the cup to Stoddard. Wang back to the middle to Strawn. You fancy her from here. She's going to put one up towards Stoddard. Otten goes to late. Well, Otten has read that real well. She saw the disc pop up, had the reaction speed, and then the burst of acceleration to close the gap. Manly finally get their point that they've been looking for now for what feels like the last 5 minutes. They take this game to 13-10. Oh, they need a couple more, and they need it fast. Just Lynn, a little bit frustrated with that one, and she shouldn't feel too bad sometimes. That's just how it breaks when you're playing Ultimate. It is a disc, it does fly. Sometimes you just get caught underneath it and it drifts over you. Manly have to score here, and they have to score quickly. With 2 minutes to play, it'll be Reeve. This pull is pretty good. It'll allow them to set Pillion, who hasn't seen much game time as the GWS D-line. Parker will catch a nice deep throw there. Parker looking for G. G to Carmen. Carmen looking. There's a nice pass. GWS on the doorstep. And a Lee. Will go to Carmen. Who'll go around out to Murray. With excellent vision, Murray and Carmen combined for the 14th point for GWS. And I think that's it. I think that's going to be game, because there is no time left. They're not within 2, and well, when time cap goes, players have to fight it out, but yeah, GWS are gonna do it here. They're gonna win this match. Even if Manly score this, 14-11. They're not within 1. The game will end. It's been a great game. Jessie Lee and Jess Lynn, both excellent. I think they should probably be a fight between them over MVP for this match. Manly will have to go back and look at what went wrong. This match is late in the second half. GWS just putting together this big run to really wrap this up and tie a bow on it. Betty 10, another monster pull. This is Strawn the younger to Reeve. Reeve again dribbling. Combines with Shay Strawn, who just drops it, complete loss of concentration. GWS who hear the play call to go into the diagonal stack. Creating space on both sides of the field with respect to the thrower. High throw. Lu Hing gets it out to Carmen. Back to Lu Hing. Lu Hing is going to go with a very ambitious one that is too far. Anderson, bring it back to the front of the end zone for Manly. Reeve, back to Anderson. Chase Strawn finds herself in a little bit of space. Reeve working inside the cup. Goes back to Strawn. Reeve. There's the throw around. Strawn. Driving the offense with the legs at the moment is Strawn. She's doing the right things. Oh, high throw. Mistake by Manly. G will walk to the disc. And GWS with the opportunity to win the game now. G is going to go in the direction of Tan. She's not quite in. It's close. GWS backing over the other way. They go to Carmen. That'll do it. GWS win here in a game that has had it all. Manly in front early. GWS forced to fight back and claw their way back in it before eventually just too much over the top of the second place getters from 2021. What a great game that was. You could watch that 2 or 3 times and not get bored. Well, that'll end our coverage of this second game from the New South Wales Ultimate Championships for 2022. My name has been Daniel Clinton. We look forward to seeing you shortly for the next match.
ULTI.TV.